Hi there, Jennifer Bleam, Cybersecurity Sherpa here. What in the world am I doing with this crazy hat? All right, I needed something to get your attention because we're going to talk about a topic today that so many of you shy away from, which is pressure in a sales situation. So I hear this a lot. I don't want to be a high pressure salesperson. I don't want to use fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So I am going to use balloons as an illustration for why pressure in a sales situation is actually a good thing. Don't forget to like my channel, subscribe to my videos, hit the bell so that you will always know when I drop these crazy videos, because my concept is that if I go crazy on you, it will sink in and it will change your business and change your life. So, what do balloons have to do with pressure? Well, obviously, if you're going to blow up a balloon, it requires pressure. So this is my pump. This is a balloon, super easy, right? In order to inflate the balloon, there has to be pressure, all right? So let's talk about that, because so many of you are concerned about putting pressure on your clients and your prospects. And here's the reality. You always should do what is in the best interest of your client. Always do what's in the best interest of your client. So if that means putting on a little bit of pressure, then that's okay. So that's point number one. Always do what's in the best interest of your client. So let me give you a very practical example. What if you had a friend that was moving and they didn't have a spouse, they didn't have any family around, and you happen to have the time on your calendar, you happen to have a strong back, maybe you had some empty boxes in your house, and you said, hey, I can come over this weekend and help you pack. And your friend would probably say, no, it's okay, I've got this. You'd be like, no, man, let me come help you move. Are you being pressureful? Are you giving them pressure? Perhaps, but you're not being pushy. You are doing what is in the best interest of your friend. And so if you are feeling like, oh, I don't know, is this the right thing for them or not, then definitely don't give them pressure. But if you know that your cybersecurity offering, that your managed services offering, that your co-managed services are the best thing for that company and for the prospect, then you are absolutely doing the right thing by putting a little bit of pressure on them to make a decision. Because left to their own devices, we never like to make decisions. Decisions are hard. Change is difficult. We would rather stick with the devil we know than the devil we don't know. And so pressure done correctly in the best interest of the client is 100% okay. Now, point number two, you want them uncomfortable. Especially in a cybersecurity sale, you want them to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. You want them to know, like, oh, this balloon could pop if just a little too much air is pushed into it. And so perhaps you're talking about business implications. Perhaps you're talking about the risk to their company if they do nothing. Perhaps you are asking them, are you okay with this amount of potential loss to your company? Are you all right if we do nothing? Are you okay with business as usual? With all of those questions, you are adding additional pressure to them and making it so that they have to make a decision because they're uncomfortable staying where they are. Well, here's the challenge. As you are adding more and more and more pressure, you don't want them uncomfortable. And so you can see that their pressure meter is growing, and then the balloon of pressure is increasing. And so you say things like, oh, I see this all the time. And you're like, oh, it's okay, we can help with that. And what ends up happening is you've just taken the pressure off. They no longer feel like they actually need to do anything to solve a problem because you just made this problem a non-issue. There's no reason to change now. Oh, you've seen this problem a lot? Lots of companies have this issue. Then clearly there's not really any stress. There's not really any reason that I need to change. So you definitely want to keep the pressure on. You want them uncomfortable, just a little bit uncomfortable. So as you're having these conversations about risk, as you're having these conversations about the implications of not having a solid cybersecurity solution, as you're having a problem, maybe you're explaining to them how they won't be able to process invoices. They won't be able to collect money. They won't be able to answer their phones. They won't be able to get to their files. They will have to call all of their clients and explain that they potentially had a major security issue. Maybe their files are out on the internet. As you are explaining this balloon is getting more and more full. That is what you want. And then during your sales call, be very, very careful. Don't release the pressure. Don't let them off the hook. I especially see this with women salespeople. You want to be the nurturing mom. You want to be like, there, it's going to be okay. I'm going to take care of you. But you don't want to do that. You want to keep the pressure on. So those are my 3 crazy points on how a balloon or a balloon hat has anything to do with sales, and it has to do with pressure. It has to do with doing what is in the best interest of the client. Always, always, always. I am not talking about manipulation. I am talking about a genuine desire to serve and to help. And number 2, make sure you're asking questions to create pressure. And then number 3, make sure that you do not release the pressure and have to start all over again, because that is the worst in a sales process. You don't want to do that. That's horrible. So that is it for today. Jennifer Bleam, Cybersecurity Sherpa, signing off.